Foxtrot in Uniform November. So Dan and Greg, thank you. Anyone else? Any part of the alphabet?
Kilo 9, Sierra Victor Lima, John in Shelbyville, no traffic.
Okay, John, you just want to get in on the short time part of it. I had a little stall here at the beginning with antenna icing.
Oh, no, I'm sticking around.
Good deal. You got our far northeast corner covered there with Shelbyville. All right, so far so good. Anyone else? Alpha through Zulu.
Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat K9RMR. Randall M. Rueff, Taylorsville, Bartholomew County. Good evening. Good to see the repeaters up again.
Sounding good, Randall. There from one Randall to another, and we'll get back to you here in just a few moments. Anyone else? We'll take your group if they're out there. One more time, and I'll go to the top of the list. Anyone else like to check in for the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net? If so, please call now. All right, top of the list, N9CJT. Noel, thank you for the signal report. The only feedback I have here is the direction indicator on my control box and my station monitor, and it says my standing wave is fantastic, and I had a good signal coming back from the repeater, so I had no idea that my signal was marginal, and it was that the beam was blown off again. I guess if it gets into the single digits, I'll go up there and work on it. Good evening, Noel.
Yeah, you want to make it perfect, do it during a blizzard. Anyway, N9CJT here. Good evening again, Randy, and hello to the group. I'm probably known as being a QRP aficionado from way back, but after having had some interesting contacts this past week, I've decided I really need to get better at CW. So I'm going to go back to the old code quick and see if I can get my brain in gear again. And that's all I have. N9CJT back to net control. Thanks, Randy.
Well, for the QRPer in you, I don't know if you've played around with FT8 or if you're even one respectful of the digital modes, but I've heard a lot of people with some really ridiculously low power good contacts. All right, so keep warm up there. I guess you guys all got the snow down here in Floyd County. I'm happy to say there's absolutely nothing on the ground, but they're talking about ice for tomorrow, so we'll see how that turns out. So stay safe there, Noel. Let's go over to Paul. He's probably got a little bit of snow over there, too, from what I've seen in 9JFH.
Yeah, affirmative. Anyway. Yeah, Randy, thanks for doing the net, and we probably had 5 to 8 inches. I didn't get a real good measurement because we still had some patches of snow left from the last one, and I didn't know where it might have been totally swept off and where it might have been a little bit extra, but I measured different places at 5 to 8. I guess it's just going to be cold for a while, and so probably it'll hang around with us, but no, I didn't do much today. Did make a couple trips over to Columbus, took my niece over to work, and then went back and picked her up. But other than that, stayed in the house, stayed warm, and that's what I plan to do tomorrow. So this is N9JFH. We'll return it to net control.
Okay, well, I appreciate that snow report. Don't want to rub it in that there's absolutely nothing on the ground down here. And stay safe, stay warm. Let's see. So good to hear from you tonight, Paul. Thanks for all you do for the community. Let's go over to Bruce there, KB9 Romeo Papa Bravo.
Yeah, this is Bruce, K9RMR. We got about 6 inches here south of Columbus, out by the fairgrounds. Just working on a truck that had a water pump go out. Had to do it yesterday out in the cold and put antifreeze in. It dumped on the ground. I was like, okay, it's time to go in the garage. But other than that, just staying warm, working from home. Back to net control, Randy.
Repeater ID identifying KB9EFN. Well, if it's anything like my apparently impending antenna project, the colder it gets, I guess the better it's going to turn out. Bruce. Appreciate that. And we'll go over to Rick. And I guess you guys have some snow there too, Rick. K9MGG.
Yeah, good evening, Randy, and the rest of the group out there this evening. Yeah, we had snow. I guess my guesstimate on that would be about 5 inches. I went out and measured it in a couple places today out on my drive, which was clean. And then I spent part of the day shoveling it all back off the drive. I can get some more tomorrow. Though I'm not going to complain too much. It sounds like your area may get the ice storm tomorrow. They're definitely talking south of Louisville. So I'm glad we're going to miss that, so a little bit more snow won't hurt. I really don't have any traffic for the net, so I'll just send it back to you, Randy. KB9MGG73.
All right, Rick. Well, everyone be careful out there shoveling snow, because we all know that you get in trouble real fast doing that if you don't watch yourself. So stay safe. It's for everyone. Let's see. Let's go over to Charlestown, KD9LHF. Mike, you don't have any snow either. It was short time. Go over to Kurt, WD9UXX. You got a long driveway to shovel.
Yeah, this is WD9USX. I don't shovel it, I plow it. I got one of those little boost plows on the front of one of my four-wheel drive ATVs. Well, that thing does great. Those boost plows, the lawn and gardeners use them to move gravel and stuff around in backyards where you can't get a big tractor in. But boy, I tell you, you go up and down the drive, four-wheel drive, you just clean it off real good. Noel mentioned that he was QRPer. I'm a QRPer too. I got one of them little Yaesu FT817s. Runs a whopping 5 watts, but I've been doing pretty good with it. Can't compare it to a kilowatt, but generally when band conditions are open, the thing works pretty doggone good. So with that, we got 5 inches. It's 24 degrees, and according to the my little prognosticator here, it's got a sunshine showing. So I don't know. This is Indiana. It is what it is. So I pass along 73s, you guys. Hope to catch you on next week. And if you're out and about, watch the road because they're going to be slick. This is WV9USX. Back to you, Randy.
All right, Kurt. Well, when you got a toy like that to get the snow off with, it's not that much of a chore. I know I did that when I was up in North Vernon, and I just enjoyed pushing that out. And up in Indy, I had a snowblower and didn't mind getting out there and playing around with it. And so, you know, it's a boy toy thing. So be safe while you're doing it. Let's see. And Earl, that's a report I'm interested in. Our Madison office opened up at noon today. They said it was a little bit difficult over there. Earl, what's the story on that?
I couldn't tell you. I went out there and stuck the yardstick down in the snow a couple of places and come back in there and went out the other door and got some sticks of wood and just watched all the stuff on TV and stuff and just messed around the house and took it easy there. Maybe tomorrow there I'll get ambitious there, but yeah, about 6.5 inches there. I'll have to clean everything up there and take care. So I'd just like to see a good rain and melt it all off. So 73s, take care of everybody except the KB9DDO.
Well, I'll do my little rain dance and 70-degree dance so we can just get this wiped out for everybody and get an early start on spring. Let's see. Let's go over to, since LHF was short time, we'll get a report over here on Charlestown. You're like me, no doubt, here on the knobs. You don't have any snow over there, do you? K9ZF, Dan?
Nope, no snow at all. We've just barely had a dusting first thing this morning when I got up to go to work, but not much at all. Roads were wet but completely clear, so we've been lucky to avoid most of the nasty stuff so far. Don't know what the next 2 days are going to hold, though. The ice doesn't sound like much fun. You're sounding much better into the repeater now. I had a good copy on you on the reverse, so I assumed that your beam had spun around again, but doing a great job now, so no issues. And don't have a lot other than that, so I'll turn it back to net control. 7-3 off, K9ZF.
the same thing. I had just a little bit of light snow on the way over to downtown Jeff. So, and I don't know what the deal is with that beam. It must be the mast pipe, because I went up there and retightened everything, pointed it back true north, and tried to spin it with my hand. It wouldn't turn, but I didn't think of the mast pipe. So the connection onto that may be where the trouble lies. And you're getting me off the side of the beam, by the way, so that's interesting, but we're not that far apart. Let's go over to Scottsburg. K9GUV, good evening, Greg.
Yeah, good evening there, Randy. Everybody else on your net. Here in Scottsburg, my weather report was about 4 to 5 inches of snow. I shoveled part of it in my driveway, enough to get to the mailbox anyway and get my truck out of the garage. My son Daniel is in Madison, and he sent me a picture of 6 inches on his back deck. So we're about 4 here, 6 over there, and sound like more to come. Yeah, I did make a trip down to Clarksville today, and nothing down there where you guys are, so you lucked out this time, but you may pay the price tomorrow. Never know. Anyway, everybody have a good night, and take care. KD9GUV.
All right, Greg, well, be safe. Glad you made it out and about. Well, I've let it go. I got the generator over at the girlfriend's house, got a full tank of gas, and got an extra 10 gallons on the side, and we have alternative heat source, so we'll be okay. I wouldn't mind missing work for a couple days. I got the PTO. I'm ready to burn it. Okay, let's see. Shelbyville. I don't know about the weather up there in Shelbyville. I haven't spoke with anybody up that direction. John, were you out of the path or right in it?
Oh, we got a couple of inches of snow. It covered the ground, and although it looks like it had melted off a little bit today. Also, I am looking for a DMR repeater. Last week, our DMR repeater here in Shelbyville bellied up, and I'm looking for Motorola XPR 8400. So if you know of anybody or anybody out there listening knows of one, my email address is good on QRZ, so send me a message. We'd appreciate it. Thank you. Back to net control.
All right, John, do me a favor, KB90FN Gmail, send me that information. We have a guy down here that's really heavy into a lot of Motorola stuff, so, and I'll forward that to him. Just let me send that, let me know what your needs are, and then in the morning I will send it over to him. It's Christopher, and he did a vanity call sign change. I don't know his call sign, but I'll forward that to him because he, and he's pretty reasonably priced. That's who we got the two XPR 2000s that we're running, and Jerry's got an XPR 2000 as well that he got off of him. So, keep it on Gmail. So I'll try to take care of that for you and pass the word along there, okay? And we'll go over to Randall. Good evening, Randall. You're sounding good on the Edinburgh repeater tonight, K9RMR.
Well, good evening to everybody on the net, and yeah, it's good to have the Edinburgh repeater back up. I just found out that it was back up last week. It had been down for a while, so it was good to find out that somebody had done some work and it's up and running again. So I thought I would check in tonight. I'm handheld with a QRP radio myself. I got a Kenwood THD 74A, which I really enjoy for the last probably a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years. I'm not keeping real good track, but it's a good radio. I got a 15.5 antenna on it, and it does a really good job. As far as the snow here in Taylorsville, we've got, well, I measured this morning on top of our newspaper box, and I had over 4.5 inches on top of the newspaper box, and there were some places in the backyard where we had, I would assume, it looked like more. So, but we got plenty of snow, and it looks real nice. No complaints. I had a dentist appointment today, which I wasn't able to go to because of the snow. But aside from that, everything here in Taylorsville is doing okay. And like I said, it looks looks real pretty out, and just sitting at home, relaxing and enjoying the evening. So with that in mind, I'll send it back to you guys at Net Control.
All right, well, that repeater is up for everyone to enjoy, and it's linked here during the nets, and then I do believe there'll be some linking when we get Skywarn up and running too, so we might just keep it in the scan list there during severe weather. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. Really appreciated all of the regular check-ins tonight. That was pretty awesome to get in touch with everybody, get all the snow reports. Sounds like it lightened up there towards John and Shelbyville and got thicker as we got down towards Madison, and then just broke off here in Floyd County and over there in Jefferson County for the Charlestown guys. So anyone else want to check in tonight before we close it down? Alpha 2 Zulu. Bring to us, and we'll be back next week, hopefully with a better signal. This is KB90 FM 73. If anyone has comments or questions, anything they'd like to see us run on the net, or for more information about how you can help support us and the Freetown Project through Kroger Rewards, send me an email or go to our webpage, and there's a direct link to Kroger Rewards right there on the Jennings County Amateur Radio Association webpage. Catch y'all next week. This is KB90 FM 73.
K9RPB from N9CJT. You still there, Bruce? Now that was mostly noise. I was about to tell you sounded good, but maybe I have to take it back.
I'm on my Kenwood handheld right now, my HT.
Okay, well, your HT is making it. I did hear that time. I'm not sure what you were on when you checked in earlier, but it was a good signal. The only difference from other signals being your audio is a little bit more quiet.
Repeater system, PL tone 103.5, Edinburgh and Shelby County. Have a great day, 73.
Yeah, I'm back to my base unit now, Noel.
I forget what you said the base unit was.
It's a U.S.A FT 991A.
Roger. Well, you're loud and clear now. Well, I take that back. It's not loud, but it is clear. Does that have a microphone gain control on it by chance?
It does. Let me get to it real quick. I turned it up a little bit. Does it sound a little better?
Maybe. Try a little more. Let me see if it distorts any.
Okay, I'm probably at 3/4 level right now.
I'd say that's good.
Yeah, I've only got it sitting at 20 watts too, so that may be a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know that 20 watts would make a heck of a lot of difference over 5 watts from your location and this repeater. But again, you've got it dialed in better there, so easier to listen to. Over.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm still trying to figure out how to set everything up on this. I'm getting closer, but not having a lot of time throughout the day to try to talk to anyone. Been pretty busy with work and all.
Roger that. I just got home about an hour ago myself. Anyway, just wanted to let you know, I take it the XY all made it back from Bloomington?
Yeah, she actually stayed home today. She just decided it wasn't worth the risk, and everyone else takes off more than she does, so she was just going to take off today.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that she played it safe because the roads from Bloomington to Columbus this morning were not good. They got cleaned up pretty good before the end of the day, but they weren't good at all to begin with. Anyway, I won't keep you. You probably have better things to do. So 7:30, good to talk to you, and we still on for Thursday night.
Yeah, we've got that all set up for Thursday night, and we should be good.
Okay. Checking in on the radio at 7:30 and Zoom meeting at 8, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to check in at 7:30 or not, but I'll definitely be ready at 8.
Roger that, and thanks a bunch. K9CJT, see ya.
K9RMR out.
Noel, if you're still in there giving signal reports, giving any of this.
Noisy.
Thank you. This concludes this test. K9FM. Have a great night. Stay safe.
Oh, that last transmission wasn't very noisy. Oh well, not sure what you're doing, but glad to help. N9CJT clear.
N9CJT, K9RMR.
Hi, Randall.
Hey, I got the email about the Zoom meeting. What exactly are they going to be talking about or doing, or what's the, I guess the question is just what's the purpose?
It's just the monthly club meeting. Instead of meeting in person, we're going to do it by Zoom.
Okay, well, I thought I might check it out and see what's going on, just out of curiosity. So I'll probably talk to you Thursday then, I guess.
Roger. We sometimes have a presentation, but the presentation was in the newsletter. I don't know if you get I think maybe you do get the Columbus Amateur Radio Club newsletter. But the make your own signal tracer type thingy there that KD9SB Gary put together, that will take the place of an in-person program this time.
Okay, well, that sounds like it might be interesting to see what's going on there. So, like I said, I'll look forward to doing that. And I was just curious, wondering what they were going to talk about or do. So I just thought I'd holler at you. I'll let you go and say good evening, God bless. This is K9RMR 73, and I am clear.
Maybe if not before. N9CJT clear.
KB9EFN, K9SVL.
Yeah, and SVL, go ahead.
Yeah, the email, I sent you an email.
All right, I appreciate that. I'm still messing around with cable here. Trying to reset my beam, and it's frozen. They're just having a meltdown here. But I will take care of that. Guy's name's Christopher Morgan, and there's some echo in the background because I'm listening to myself on 440. But at any rate, thanks, John. I'll take care of it.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. K9SVL.
So I might as well test a bit. Let's see what. 10, 25, 50, and 150. Give me anything clear.
Randy, anything 25 watts or above was good. 2 was barely discernible. 10, I couldn't tell much difference from 2. 25 was good. 50 was just a hair better, and I think you said the last one was 150. It was armchair, N9CJT.
Okie doke, I'll shut it down. Might just be a little bit of band conditions every time I run into that. I haven't checked propagation. Thanks, Noel. I'm sorry to be a pain in the neck, but yeah, I'm listening to myself from 440. Sounds pretty good there, 150, but I don't like to run it that hard. Have a good one. KB90 FM.
Roger. Well, I don't know about pain in the neck. I think it's a very common amateur thing and a very good amateur thing for people to test and make sure they know how their equipment is behaving and whether it's getting through or not. So, no problem at this end. 7-3, have a good one. N9CJT.